to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Last time around, I was proud to review an open world game without mentioning the genre-defining Grand Theft Auto games. This time though, I think that task is impossible, as I am reviewing Rockstar's latest creation, Red Dead Redemption. The spiritual successor to the oft-forgotten Red Dead Revolver, Redemption sets the player in the lawless old American West that is dying due to the onset of industrialization from the East during the start of the 20th century. It's a setting that will be instantly recognizable to film buffs, but one that has gone largely untouched by the game industry, and, no disrespect to games such as Call of Juarez or Gun, we have not yet had a flagship western to date. Rockstar have clearly aimed to change all that though, and have done a sublime job in creating a vast, awe-inspiring, and most importantly, immersive world. The wastelands are suitably huge and sparsely populated, small settlements and towns are scattered across the land, punctuating the savage wilderness. A wilderness where the law has no power, where bandits roam, all varieties of animals stalk their prey, and languid figures beg for help. Atmospherically, Red Dead Redemption is unparalleled, and it is so immersive that even after putting down the game you will start thanking people by saying much obliged and tilting your Stetson. However, this is a game, so for it to be any good, it must have some quality gameplay, and this is where the comparisons to Grand Theft Auto begin. Let's start though with two things that typifies the modern view of the Wild West that weren't in GTA: duels and dead-eye shooting. Duels are done in a natural way and require both timing and accuracy. They also provide you with a stage to prove your gun-toting skills, and you can get extra points for shooting off the opposition's hat or shooting the weapon out of their hand. Dead-eye shooting is much more integral to the gameplay and lets you slow down time, mark your enemies, and then unleash a flurry of bullets. It can be an immense help in the missions in which you need to take down numerous enemies fast. Missions are acquired by finding a big letter on the map and then talking to the corresponding person at that location. It's a simple mechanic which makes you get on your horse and travel the world. The missions on show are suitably varied, ranging from storming fortresses, breaking horses and lassoing bad guys. It's even managed to do the impossible and throw in a few escort missions that were actually enjoyable. In fact, through the entirety of the game, I can confidently say that there were only one or two missions that I didn't thoroughly enjoy, and they were all of the same ilk, where you had to round up cattle. All the missions are important though, and they each add to a wonderfully written storyline which will keep you intrigued throughout the game. It's all extremely well told as well. The cutscenes are all acted out superbly, and everything from the music to the objects on screen are from the correct period, which really adds to the feel of the game. The characters you meet are all as eccentric and interesting as you expect, although a few stereotypes are overused, especially when it comes to a fellow you meet who goes by the name of Irish. This strong storyline will be your main motivation behind playing Redemption, because unlike Grand Theft Auto, there isn't something distracting you every few seconds. If you play through the story missions alone, you will probably complete the game in around 12 hours, but there are side missions available, bounties to hunt and such like. In comparison to Grand Theft Auto though, there are substantially fewer, which is natural as in Grand Theft Auto you are in a sprawling metropolis, where in Redemption the setting is a lot less congested. This provides a much more focused affair, and while some people may not enjoy the relative lack of options, it does provide a much tighter storyline, and overall I believe it enhances the game. There is actually very little I can say that is wrong about Red Dead Redemption. The aiming can be a problem. You start off with an obnoxious auto-aim setting that locks onto anyone within 50 meters of where you are aiming, and takes all the difficulty out of the game. This can be switched off from the menu though. There have also been many contrasting reports about buggy gameplay. I experienced a fair few, like walk animations cutting out and AI getting stuck in walls. However, I have spoke with many who have sunk upwards of 60 hours on both the offline and online game modes, and still not experienced any, so it does seem to be luck of the draw. The online modes are thriving at the moment, and posseing up with a group of cowboys to storm a safe house is a great experience. Meeting other players is always interesting, and the online world mirrors the Old West perfectly. You never know if a stranger will try to help you or shoot you off your horse. Red Dead Redemption is a game which can easily captivate you for many hours and draw you into a western world of ease. It's a truly spectacular display of how to create a believable and engrossing open world, then combine it with characters you will care about and a wonderfully well told story. An experience not to be missed. Trophy wise, it's another time consuming game. None of the trophies are particularly hard, and the only offline trophy that will cause any grief is one that will require you to complete the game to 100%. A lot of the trophies are online though, and will cause a few troubles. The most difficult is reaching the highest level on multiplayer mode. Expect to put in over 60 hours and hope for a fair bit of luck to get the platinum. Thank you for watching my video review. You can check out the full written review at www.jordez.co.uk.